The cantina on Proxima Station reeked of sulfur, overheated wiring, and cheap synth alcohol. Leon sat alone in a shadowed booth, his scarred hands wrapped around a glass of genuine earth whiskey, real, imported, and rare this far from home. His gray hair was cut in a strict military style, and the faded scars across his knuckles hinted at a past carved by violence rather than age. Elsa noticed him the instant she stepped inside. She had always possessed that instinct, the ability to sense danger before it made itself obvious. The human male sat too still, too alert. His posture looked relaxed, but his eyes tracked every movement in the room with quiet precision. Former military, she decided. Maybe worse. She slid into the booth across from him, the dim neon lights catching in her blonde hair. "You shouldn't be here," she said under her breath. "There's going to be trouble tonight." Leon's mouth twitched slightly, not quite forming a smile. "There's always trouble," he replied calmly. "I stopped running from it about 30 years ago." Before Elsa could respond, the cantina doors slammed open. Crakes the Quickdraw strode inside, all four arms gleaming with polished chrome augmentations. The Xyrillian gunslinger was infamous across multiple systems, known for challenging fighters to duels and taking their weapons as trophies. His armored exoskeleton was decorated with hundreds of pistols, blades, and rifles, each one stripped from a fallen opponent. "Humans," Crakes bellowed through his translator implant, contempt dripping from every syllable. "I smell Terran weakness in this place." The room fell silent. Several patrons, including 3 humans, quietly moved toward the exits. Elsa tensed, her hand drifting toward the plasma pistol at her side. Leon simply lifted his glass and took another slow sip. Crakes's compound eyes locked onto him. "You," the alien snarled. "Old one. Do you know who I am?" Leon glanced up, unimpressed. "Can't say I do," he said evenly. "Can't say it matters." Crakes's mandibles clicked in amusement. "I am Krathix. I have slain warriors from 17 species. Krogan war chiefs. Turan blade masters. New Amazonian rangers. And now I'll add one more human coward." Elsa leaned forward urgently. "Please, just leave. He's no one." Crakes laughed, 2 of his hands resting on holstered weapons. "Humans speak of honor and courage, yet crumble when faced with real warriors. Terror breeds politicians, not fighters." Leon placed his glass down with deliberate care. "Son," he said quietly, "I'm giving you one chance to walk away." Crakes erupted into harsh clicking laughter. "The old human threatens me. Perhaps you were a soldier once. Killed a few Xyrillian drones in the border wars and convinced yourself you were dangerous." Leon rose slowly. He was tall, lean, and carried the kind of strength that didn't fade with age. Elsa noticed his movement, efficient, balanced, economical. Every motion served a purpose. "Last warning," Leon said. "Drawl," Crakes screamed, all 4 arms moving at once. What happened next would replay in Elsa's memory for years. Leon didn't move fast. Fast implied urgency. Strain. Effort. Leon moved with inevitability. His hand snapped to his hip, drawing an old kinetic pistol. 3 shots rang out before Crakes's first weapon cleared its holster. The first round shattered the Xyrillian's upper shoulder joint. The second obliterated his opposite elbow. The third tore through his weapon harness, detonating a plasma cell in a violent spray of sparks and green blood. Crakes was airborne before he understood what had happened. Leon's pistol was back in its holster before the alien hit the floor. Silence swallowed the cantina. Crakes writhed, his remaining arms clutching uselessly at ruined joints. He wasn't dead, Leon had avoided fatal shots, but he was utterly defeated. "Please," Crakes gasped through his translator. Who are you?" Leon crouched beside him. When he spoke, his voice carried the weight of command earned in real battles. My name is Leon Cortez. Gunnery Sergeant, United Earth Marine Corps, Special Operations. Retired. Crakes trembled. I fought in the Xyrillian border wars, Leon continued calmly. The Krogan Uprising. The Siege of Titan. And more conflicts than your species even recorded. He paused. You want to know what makes humans dangerous? It's not strength or speed. It's that we keep fighting when every rational species would surrender. He stood. You collected trophies. That was your mistake. Humans don't become warriors, we become soldiers. Warriors fight for glory. Soldiers fight to win. Elsa finally found her voice. You're Leon Cortez, she whispered. The ghost of Titan Station. Leon's expression darkened. That name brings back things I'd rather forget. They said you died, Elsa said. Vanished after the war. I retired, Leon corrected. Came out here to drink my whiskey in peace. He glanced down at the broken gunslinger. Apparently that was too much to ask. Security officers rushed in, weapons raised, then froze at the sight of Crakes on the floor and Leon standing calmly above him. Self-defense, Elsa said quickly. I saw everything. He drew first. The senior officer studied Leon's face, then stiffened. Sir. I served under Colonel Hendricks during the Titan campaign. We studied your combat files. He holstered his weapon and saluted. It's an honor, Gunnery Sergeant. Leon returned the salute with weary precision. Just an old man trying to retire. As Crakes was dragged away, Elsa slid back into the booth. Leon joined her, lifting his whiskey. His hands were steady, no adrenaline tremor, no crash. They still tell stories about you, Elsa said. About Titan Station. About Tsar Prime. Stories grow, Leon said. You put down a four-armed gunslinger in under a second. Leon took a slow drink. Young fighters think violence is about speed. They forget the most dangerous person in any room is the one who's already accepted death. He met her gaze. I made that decision a long time ago. And you didn't kill him. Didn't need to, Leon said. Message delivered. Elsa smiled faintly. Every gunslinger in 3 systems is going to come looking for you now. Leon sighed. So much for peace. He signaled the bartender for another drink. Some of us don't get to stop. We just keep being weapons until we rust. Is that what humans are? Elsa asked. Weapons? Leon considered it carefully. No, he said at last. We're survivors. We looked at a hostile universe and decided to live in it anyway. He paused. But when you mistake our patience for weakness. His eyes turned as cold as deep space. We become very dangerous. Outside, Proxima Station rotated endlessly, human flags flying beside dozens of alien banners. And in a quiet corner of a rundown cantina, an old soldier waited, knowing the galaxy would learn the truth again. They always did.